Going international.
The idea for our company came to us a few years ago while I was scrolling through social media. I kept coming across videos with millions of views talking about hosting galas in castles, running down the halls of castles, or just staying in castles, and the idea for Princess Choice Hotel and Resorts was born.
Hello, I'm Madeline Whiting, and I'm the CFO of Princess Choice Hotel and Resorts.
And I'm Abbi Colbert, and I'm the CEO of Princess Choice Hotel and Resorts. And today we are seeking a $1 million investment in exchange for 10% equity stake in our company.
This $1 million investment, along with additional money raised from the cash flow of our other properties, will help us build this resort and put away money for our future expansions.
Through our presentation today, we'll introduce you to our company, explain our vision for our international resort, go over what makes our resort unique, explain our marketing plan, and then go over our finances. To begin, here's an overview of our company.
Princess Choice Hotel and Resorts was founded 5 years ago by the two of us, making it an all-female owned company, and since then we have experienced huge success.
Our company's luxury hotels are already well established in the United States, with our headquarters and first luxury hotel in central Utah, and the other two in central Florida and the countryside of California.
We decided with our financial success in America, the most logical next step for our company would be international expansion, and that was our goal when we initially started back in 2016.
We decided for our first international expansion should be in Scotland.
We present to you our wonderful resort, All In, meaning beautiful in Gaelic, located in the small village of Longniddry in East Lothian, Scotland.
As a team, we've come together to bring to life, through our rooms and suites, the fantasies and dreams of many, including ourselves. Our suites and rooms are custom designed to resemble that of our different resort themes.
Different wings of our castle correspond to our three different themes, which we which we chose after doing market research, including wizardry, medieval, and royal. The property in Scotland will have a total of 6 suites and 21 standard rooms, each with a private ensuite bathroom, which is an advantage compared to other castle stays in Europe. We also have two tea rooms located inside the castle, which are open to hotel guests and the public for afternoon tea or to rent out for tea parties.
While talking about rentals, we have a second building detached from the main castle on our property that contains our large ballroom that we hold our monthly historic galas in and rent out for weddings.
We have our own on-site restaurant that serves breakfast, lunch, and dinner, with a rotating menu to cater to our themes of our resort.
Along with dinner, we have a show that will match the dinner's themes that evening. The dinner show are discounted for our hotel guests and are also open to the public, creating another source of income.
Another one of our notable property values are the beautiful gardens, which we can also host weddings and events in, our indoor pool, and our large amount of property allowing for expansion, including our vaulted caves under our castle, which we hope to, in the future, expand to suites.
For our first international expansion, we never considered expanding to anywhere but Europe, the main reason being that it fits best with our company. You might be wondering why we chose Scotland versus some other European countries like France and England, and in short, Scotland is overall more feasible with our plan for many reasons.
First off, it's a primarily English-speaking country, with 98% of the population speaking English. This is especially important to us as it is our first international venture. We would like to do most of our communications and transactions in our native language so there's no confusion at all. This way we are able to work at and run the resort if needed without having a language barrier like we would in, per se, France.
Secondly, Scotland is very true to our vision of our resort and the eras we are portraying, as Scotland has a rich culture and a history pertaining to our suite themes.
Lastly, in terms of feasibility, Scotland, especially over England and France, has a lot more land availability. Overall, the land in Scotland is cheaper, and on top of that, we are able to find many already built castles in our price range. Many are renovated while still holding their charm, taking out a large portion of the work for us and saving us money.
Other advantages of Scotland include there are no laws or policies against foreigners buying a property in the United Kingdom. As a foreigner, when purchasing a property in the UK, it is easier if you're a cash buyer, which is what we were planning to do, so it worked out well with our plan.
Scotland also lined up very well with our targeted demographic, which I will talk about later in the marketing portion of our presentation. So it was the obvious pick for our company.
For our risk evaluation, we are going to discuss our strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. For our strengths, our castle is unique and there are not a lot of hotels like us. We also have multiple sources of income. However, our weaknesses include our low capacity and it can be considered an inconvenient location.
And our opportunities include our high capacity around wedding season and our higher temperature seasons such as spring and summer. They allow us to feature our outdoor activities. However, we do have some threats, which are Thornbury Castle Hotel and Restaurant and Langley Castle, Northumberland.
Although we aren't the biggest company out there, we have smooth operations and a well-trained staff.
As we said before, we have an on-site restaurant in our resort. It is located on the first floor and is open to hotel guests all day long. The public can make reservations to attend dinner at our restaurant, but limited room is available for people who aren't hotel guests. Serves all 3 meals a day, and with a hotel reservation, all 3 are included. We also do make accommodations for our health needs, and we also include a standard menu that is accessible all days with simple dishes such as pizza and burgers. Our menus are themed to go with our suites and rotate. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, our menu will be medieval themed. On Tuesday and Thursday, it will be royal themed, and on Saturday and Sunday, they are wizard themed. During dinner, we also have a performance going on that will coordinate with that night's dinner. For the royal nights, we have short and Shakespeare shows. Performed on the medieval nights, we have joust stunt shows. And on the wizard nights, we tell magical stories in the form of a magic show with special effects.
Along with our restaurant, our resort also includes 2 tea rooms. Both are available to hotel guests, and the public can make reservations for one of them if hotel guests haven't already reserved it. For reservations, the pricing is $8 for hotel guests and $10 for the public. If there isn't a reservation already, the hotel guests can go to the tea room during tea time and have the accommodations that come with the tea room. Within the tea room, guests can have an unlimited amount of tea, pastries, and tea sandwiches at the designated tea times each day. We also include a kids' corner to our resort. It is a place where parents can drop off their kids for fun kid activities and special kid events. While the kids are in the kids' corner, the parents can go relax and enjoy our many adult-oriented places. The parents don't need to worry. Our staff in the kids' corner have special training so they can keep the kids safe and give the kids an enjoyable experience. The parents can come and pick up the kids whenever they would like and drop them off at any time. However, our operating hours are from 8 a.m. to 10 p.m. Schedules will be posted for kid activities so the parents know when to drop the kids off and so the kids can go to the activities they would enjoy. The kids' corner is only available for hotel guests.
We also have a wedding package at our resort. Our most basic package starts at $15,000, which includes 3 days of accommodations, catering, and basics like a wedding archway, tables, and chairs. Monthly, we have a max at 8 weddings just to make it more feasible for our staff and not to overwhelm them. For weddings and other events, we have an in-house event coordinator, which will either work with the wedding party or the wedding party's wedding planner to accommodate to the couple's needs.
Along with hosting weddings and events at our resort, we also host monthly galas, which correlate to our resort themes. The galas are planned by our in-house event coordinator and comfortably fit 1,200 people, with each ticket costing $100 or $80 with a hotel reservation. Each ticket includes professional photos and a meal. This is one of our additional ways to draw in guests and make extra money.
On the weekdays, our suites start at $600, and on the weekends they start at $650. However, our standard rooms on weekdays start at $400, and the weekends are $450. To book rooms, events, or ask any questions, you can call the hotel or go to our website.
We have front desk employees on call 24 hours a day to answer the phone, book rooms, and check people in and out. Along with our front desk employees, we have an HQ rep on call to deal with more complicated issues or problems that may come up. We also have our event planner on call to book events over the phone and go over details for reservations. We have a small cancellation fee of 10% the original price, and we have a shuttle going all day to airports as needed. As a luxury resort, we also have a bellboy to help with bags and answer questions about the local area.
To run the resort efficiently and do all the things previously stated, it'll take about 38 employees, each full-time and well-trained in their respective fields.
To break that down, in the main hotel, we have 5 people for the front desk, 1 general manager, 1 event coordinator, 1 HR rep, 4 housekeepers, 2 valets, 2 maintenance workers, 2 bellboys, a concierge, a groundskeeper, and 3 childcare specialists.
Then, to run our on-site restaurant and tea rooms, we'll need 5 waitresses, a chef, 2 cooks, 1 baker/pastry chef, 3 kitchen attendants, 3 performers, and 1 stage runner for our evening shows.
We, along with our staff, have thought out a well-marketing plan for the future.
For our marketing plan, we are already well established within the U.S. market with an Instagram following of roughly 25,000, with most of our followers landing within our targeted demographic of U.S. citizens 30 to 60 with a high income. Because of our large competitive advantage, we've decided to use most of our marketing budget on Instagram. 50% of those funds will be on those Instagram ads, 30% on booking websites such as global distribution systems and online travel agents, and that last 20% will be on YouTube ads.
Our marketing strategies include video ads such as virtual tours and an introductory video of ourselves and our resort. We also have events that we will market not only to our guests, but also to the public. We collaborate with influencers and make sure to keep in touch with our loyal customers.
Our press gala and grand opening are events we will be holding to bring interest and attention to our resort. We have done an estimate of how and where we'd hold these events. We do also want to feature a virtual tour for our guests so that they can get a quick look into our resort. We will be hiring a professional crew to come and film this, so we can assure that it'll be high quality for when we put it up on the website.
We'll be having a creators weekend. This is essentially a brand trip. We'll be having 3 well-known creators attend. Fearless and Far, he creates videos on unique travel experiences. Jessica Ville, she creates princess videos. And Sherry Wallace, she creates visiting videos. The videos they create go along with our resort themes, and we think they enjoy coming to our resort. For our target demographics, our primary market includes men and women around 30 to 60 with a high income living in the US. We are marketing towards people with disposable income. This includes older couples as they are retired and usually want to travel, wealthier couples, and tourists. We believe this customer segment will be the guests that come to our resort most often and have the means to come.
Our secondary market includes men and women around 20 to 30 from the US. We are also targeting newlyweds and married couples, and while newlyweds usually do not have a disposable income, they do put a lot of money into their honeymoons and weddings. Married couples also tend to put more money into their anniversaries, and we feature the kids' corner so they can bring the kids along and still have an enjoyable time on their anniversary.
Our tertiary market includes men and women around 30 to 60 in Europe with a middle-level income. Even though people from Europe may be less likely to travel to our resort since it is closer, marketing towards them as a historical luxury experience and including that it won't cost as much as it does to travel overseas, we believe that this is still a good customer segment to invest in. Now for our finances.
Our budget has been created with our thought to our projected expenses. We do currently have 3/4 of our projected amount that we'll be needing for startup, but from our investors, we plan on getting that last quarter in exchange for equity stake in the company. We believe that creating a healthy relationship with investors will help us move further in the success of the international branch of our company. So we plan on creating a trustworthy relationship with new and current investors like yourselves.
With the way we've planned out our budget with your investment and ours, we plan on having a very successful expansion into the international side of business enterprise. Since none of our funds are loans, the only person we'll be indebted to is you, our investor. We plan on taking those funds and strategically saving and distributing them based on types of costs. We have 2 types of payments that will be categorized as one-time payments and recurring payments.
For example, we have one-time payments or fixed payments such as the purchase of our castle or the renovations we will be performing. We also do have those recurring payments such as our monthly promotional budget, insurances, wages, utility, and many other things that we must do to keep our hotel running smoothly. With our one-time payments, we do also set aside money for possible liabilities or risks that can happen over a period of time that our insurance may not cover.
We believe that with our projected budget, we are open to changes and are very flexible to the possibilities that come with owning a business. Now that we own property internationally, we are now vulnerable to more risks and problems that we will be prepared for.
For the projected finances, we will be taking our previous knowledge and information from our current U.S. hotels and their success and using it to project ours internationally. We'll also be taking into account the differences internationally, whether they are advantages or disadvantages. As stated previously, we believe we will break even and start making profit by the second year after opening. When we calculated that, we took into account the number of rooms and services we will be providing, and we are assuming that we will have sales of $322,180 monthly. After expenses, we end with roughly $39,989. We then take our income quarterly, and by mid-second year, we will break even. We also have an annual projection of our net income that by the first year, we will have made $430,160.
We plan on extending our resort to outbuildings, such as our villas, and having more venues built as we progress from the first year. These will advance our income and make it possible to host more guests and therefore more events at our facilities.
We have projected that after our first year, we will have around an 18% increase in income for the following year. We are planning on growing steadily over the coming years by implementing promotional expansions strategically to boost interest and bring back previous guests out of curiosity to upgrades, and we hope to bring in many more new guests with this plan.
Briefly, to conclude, we are offering 10% equity stake for a $1 million investment at our company, Princess Choice Hotel and Resorts. That is our presentation. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at the email addresses stated above. Thank you.